Hey Wranglers, Mr. Wagner here, and we're ready for our next art assignment, week 2. And it's all about the Art Room Respect Agreement. Yes, it's that time of the year. Every year at the beginning, we start with a respect agreement so we can go over what we want to represent in respect. Remember, in our class, we always give respect by giving compliments and respecting others. So I'll get into the assignment in just a minute, but first I want to share something new with you guys. And this is going to be, it's a starting point. This is like a map. And on this map, we will hit every location. This map is called 8 Studio Habits of Mind. I just want to go over them with you real quick. You're not responsible for them right now. I just want to read these 8 to you so you can start to get a feel for them. Up here we've got stretch and explore, express, develop craft, envision, understand arts community, observe, engage and persist, and reflect. We're going to be using these 8 studio habits of mind all year long, and this is just the very beginning of this introduction. So today, the location on this map for our habits of mind, we're beginning with stretch and explore. And stretch and explore, well, it really means that learning to reach beyond your own limitations and to explore playfully without a plan and to embrace the opportunity to learn from mistakes. So what really stretch and explore means is you're just going to get started on an idea and not worry about a plan and not worry about a mistake. Next, here's our little map here. We've got, before we start, we've got today's studio habit of mind. That's stretch and explore. We're going to explore and embrace mistakes. No problem there. And then our essential question is, where do ideas for artwork come from and how can we use them? So we're going to be thinking about where do ideas come from and then how do we use them? Next, let's take a look at, here's the respect agreement. And this should look familiar, guys. You know that we've got 4 parts to our agreement, 4 areas. And that first area we begin with is student to student. That's how students want to be treated by other students. So be thinking, how do you want to treat others? Or how do others want to treat you? Remember, that's the golden rule. Treat others the way you would have others treat you. So that's number 1. So we're going to do some art that, incorporates one of these different areas in our agreement. You might draw a little picture about how a student might respect the neighbor at the table. Maybe something like that. Here's number 2. It says student to teacher. How students should treat the teacher. You know, guys, that I love to be respected, and if you will raise your hand and wait to be called on, then that's student respecting teacher, me. So you might draw a picture of you raising your hand so that I feel respected. Next, let's take a look at the third area of our respect agreement, and that's teacher to student. How the teacher should treat students. Well, if you're going to respect me, then I'm going to respect you. And that's where I reform relationships with you. I respect you. I help you. That's one of my main jobs, and my biggest job is teaching you. and that is teacher to student respect. And finally, the fourth area is student to classroom. How students should treat everything else in the classroom. Well, if we were here in the art room, you know that I would ask that you would respect my things, my art supplies. But since you're at your home, you're going to respect your own art supplies. And that's going to be a part of your respect agreement. So maybe you draw a picture of your little area with your art supplies, all nice and neat in rows and organized. That would be you respecting the classroom, your classroom materials. All right, let's take a look at your project. The first idea or first step is come up with your idea for a respect agreement guideline. That's just what we've been talking about. Maybe it's a drawing of you raising your hand, or maybe it's your art supplies organized nice and neat. It can be anything in your imagination that, well, fits in the respect agreement. Next, you're going to draw a picture of your respect agreement idea, and you might write the rule out too. And finally, submit. You're going to take a photo and submit it in your Google Classroom. Here's an example of student to teacher. It shows that the student brings materials to class. Well, she's got her books and her paper and her pencil and her backpack. That's student to teacher. Oh, here's what I was talking about. Students take care of materials. That's student to classroom. Maybe you're going to draw that. Oh, here's student to teacher. Raise their hand to ask a question in class. Check it out. That kid's raising a hand. That's respect. Next, additional project details. Use whatever materials you have. Pencils, markers, crayons, or chalk work great. Assignment does not have to be done on paper. Get creative. What about doing it outside with chalk on the sidewalk? Remember, this respect agreement is about coming up with ideas of how you want to be treated or how you want to treat others. Only one submission is required. If you've completed all your other homework for the day, feel free to do more than one. Oh, here is a sample video on how to draw a person. I've just included this here for your information. Watch it, check it out. It's a fun way to just draw a person. Step-by-steps. Here are some easy step-by-steps to draw a person. And it wouldn't take very much at all to change this arm to raise it, to raise that hand so that you might respect the teacher. Oh yeah, don't forget, take a photo and submit it in my Google Classroom. Oh, here's some other videos you could watch. There's a cool extension called Google Drawings. Check out the video here if you'd like to do that. If you're having trouble submitting, check out this video about how to submit a photo. And then if you want to submit the assignment, how to submit it to the assignment, check out that video. In the end, I respect you. Okay, guys. Well, I want you to just know that you are respected and you're loved, and I hope that I'm respected and loved too. So, the assignment is here, and I can't wait to see what you do. Thanks.